Hey everybody, Jason. I had things I was gonna say and then turned the camera on and I got camera shy and now I can't remember what I was gonna say, but it'll come back to me soon. No, what I was gonna talk about is minimalism and consumerism as it applies to bushcraft. I got into bushcraft, and one of the appealing things about bushcraft that I liked was that it was outdoorsy, and it incorporated a lot of things: outdoors, survival, fishing, hunting, shelter building, and stuff like that. But one of the main appeals for me personally, because I was kind of in a minimalist mindset at that time last year, is that is this idea that you can pack a small bag with your 5 C's or just a few items and go out there and do overnighters and use natural elements to build shelters and stuff like that. And I really liked that. And somewhere along the way, it's especially if you're on YouTube, it's so commercialized. And somewhere along the way, I got into this mindset where I just needed to acquire and consume more gear, more outdoors gear. And it's like, how many knives do you need? How many backpacks do you need? How many bags do you need? How many stainless steel pots do you need, and titanium spoons, and and all these different things. How many bundles of paracord does a person need to put in their bag? And I've got like a whole box of cordage, different colors and different thicknesses, gauges, and it's just ridiculous. It's gotten ridiculous. And I think that's one of the reasons why some people in bushcraft prefer to, focus on the primitive skills, and maybe that's for the best, because if you're too gear heavy, it really just turns you into a hoarder of outdoors gear, which is basically what my garage has turned into. Now, yeah, I have my tools and stuff like that. I have a lot of tools and things that I actually need, lawnmower and a paint sprayer and stuff like that, but things I could get rid of also. But mainly, it's a lot of outdoors gear, and my workbench used to be clear. I used to be able to work on my workbench. Can't do it anymore. And it's just so cluttered. It's really discouraging, because I was actually in the process of getting rid of things and reducing, and I was starting to feel a lot better. And this is just back last summer, just last year. And then all of a sudden, it's like, once I started acquiring outdoors gear, I got in this almost like shopaholics mentality, where I felt like I needed to have different bags for different kits and stuff that I was building, and really I could fill a whole other house with just outdoor gear. I mean, but the garage is a mess. And it's just really sad. I want to get away from that. And I know it's just bad habits. It's bad habits and lack of discipline. So I want to get back into minimalism, and I'm not giving up on bushcraft or outdoor stuff or art stuff. But I need to focus on, what kind of art do I actually do? I need to find the niche, and minimize. What kind of art do I do? What kind of outdoor activities do I do? How much stuff do I need to do that type of art and to do those type of outdoor activities? And you just don't need a bunch of stuff. It's kind of sad, because the backpack that I originally bought to be able to practice bushcraft, and this was years ago. This was a couple years ago. It was several years ago actually. It doesn't matter. The original backpack that I bought, it was a SOG backpack, and it's still my favorite. And I purchased, I don't know, I probably have 10 or 15 backpacks. And one of which I actually made myself out of leather. And I don't know, man. It's crazy the amount of consumerism, and when you get on YouTube and you're seeing all this gear, and it doesn't help when you're always like watching gear reviews to see if you can find something better instead of just using what you have, when actually the principles of survival and bushcraft is about using what you have. Because you may not have good gear. You may be stuck out in the woods and have nothing. It's not about finding the best piece of gear, because chances are, if you're in a survival situation, you're going to be out there, and you may not even have any of your gear with you at all. You may have a pocket knife and a plastic water bottle because you were going to walk a trail, and then you got off trail to go look at something, and then you got lost, and now you're screwed. So knowledge really is way more important. But the gear just looks so cool. All this outdoor equipment, it just looks so cool, and there's so many options. And I get in this mindset where it's like, well, different times that I go out, I'm going to want to use different things. And I find myself not really going out all that much. And when I do, I pretty much always bring in the same stuff. I mix it up a little bit, but it's just really frustrating. And especially in the winter time. Yeah, in the winter time, I don't get out very much in the winter. It's just too cold. And I know myself enough. I just don't like the cold. I'm too skinny. I'm too thin. I don't have any fat on my body. I can't deal with the cold. So I layer up, and I've got wool sweaters and stuff, and I have gotten out a little bit. I actually have a video, cold weather video and stuff. A couple of them. But I would rather not. Anyways, so I guess what I'm saying is that I'm planning on getting back into that minimalist mindset, and not just like getting rid of everything, but wrestling with. So anyways, I'm going to stop jabbering, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching, guys, and God bless you.